Hello and welcome to another fun-filled knife adventure. Hooray! So today, ironically, we're going to be doing another Kizer, one of my favorite brands. I really like my Kizer knives. Overall quality, I've never gotten a bad one. I've gotten some that I didn't like or didn't fit me, but it was not their fault. That was my fault for ordering it. This is one of their classic versions. This is the Kizer Beglieter. It says 3.55 inch. Designer was Azo, same as the drop bear. Model number is KI 445BT2. S35VN blade, Japanese Tanto, titanium handle. So let's get into it. This is evidently one of their new package because it doesn't have the little slip out. It's got this flap that they're doing now. I noticed that on their new ones. Comes with a sticker and a little book, and they always send you some extra screws. I love the fact they give you extra screws, because who's stripped a screw and needed to replace one, and then you have to hunt down what size it is and find replacements, and they just send them to you. So that's always a plus. We'll set that to the side. Get into the pouch here. There's the knife itself. It's lighter than I expected. Like I said, this is the Beglieter. This is let me look up and see what they have as their stats on the web page. They say titanium version, where you at? Right there. All right, so their stats, they say it's 8.17 inches overall length with a 3.54 inch blade length. Got some oil on it, which I don't mind at all. That just means it's not going to rust on transport. Oh, wow. Super lightweight, super lightweight. Now you got to have milled those. Yeah, there's pockets milled in there. Wow, super light. It says on their website. And man, just look at that action. No side-to-side play. So they have that pivot super tight, but yet it just drops shut. I mean, look, boom. I mean, that's why I like my Kizers, because they have the perfect action for me. They hang up and then they just drop. I mean, I don't know how better example I can give than that. Can't really get enough on there to do a front flip, so unfortunately it has to maintain that flipper tab. Not bad though. When it only has one way of opening, at least it's a flipper tab. Everybody can use that. You can hand it to anybody; they'll be able to open it. Yeah, so I like the lines of this knife. This is a very, very good seller of theirs, and it's recommended by a lot of people. A lot of people recommend this knife and the Militol and the Veritas, and of course the Drop Bear and the T1. I've done kind of some polls on Reddit, and I seem to be recommended those 5 knives more than any. When asking about what's your favorite Kizer, a lot of people mention this one, and I can see why. People that like that longer, sleek knife profile would like this one. And the weight, man, weight, something else. Super light. Oh, by the way, when they sent it, it did come with one of these free Kizer knife rolls, which I like. Every now and then you got a couple of knives laying around. You don't want them to get damaged. You just throw them in this, throw them to the side. Keeping boxes for knives can become an arduous task once you accumulate a bunch of them. So having a couple of those laying around doesn't hurt. 2.95 ounces. So their scales in China must work a little differently than mine. Mine are zeroed. 2.95. It says 2.89 on their site. That's not close. I mean, that's not too far off. Let's get some measurements on this thing. Overall length. We're looking at back here to the back corner, 8.15, 8.2. They say, yep, 8.17. So I'm pretty close on that. And then my calipers are right here. Let's get a couple of measurements on the blade length. Let's see here, from the tip to back here by the scale is 3.58, 3.6, something like that. They're calling it 3.54, so actual cutting edge is about 3.5. Let's get some measurements on the width of the scales. Let's see, the widest part, not including the clip, is 0.430, and then the widest part including the clip is 0.626. And then you got the blade width up here at the top. The widest point is 0.117. And then down here right behind the blade edge is let me see, 0.017, sorry, 0.017. Didn't leave any scratches, good. It's always a pain in the butt with those metal calipers, trying to get precision but not scratch your knives. All my Kizers have been known to become extremely sharp, so let's grab a piece of paper, see how their sharpener was doing that day at work. All the way from the back to the front. The middle of the blade feels good. Let's check the tip. Yep, all the way out to the tip. The blade grind looks good and even. I'm not sure if you can see that in the light. Hopefully one of those angles you'll be able to see the blade grind. Check that side. That one looks pretty even to me. Let's see if I can get it in the camera. I think I got it on there. You should be able to see it. Looks good and even. But yep, super sharp, super ready to go. Right out of the box. I'm sure strapping on that knife and you would be able to shave with it. If you can already. Let's see. We got the measurements. Let's do a few size comparisons. Here's a Spyderco PM2. And the Spyderco PM3. It's your standard. Everybody knows how big they are, so you can kind of gauge accordingly. Here is a Kizer Militao, another one of the ones I talked about. It's a little longer than the Militao overall, both handle and blade length. Here is a Spyderco Shaman. Pretty close in size to that one. Here is a Asher Knives Spiro. Here's a Spyderco Smock. Very similar in size and shape. Blade is a little smaller on the Beglieter. What else do we have over here? Let's see. We got a new one I just did a review on. The new Nomad with aluminum crossbar lock from Asher. We've got the Walmart special. You can see how big it is next to the Wug Out, or Walmart's Bug Out. There's the Gecko Custom Sickere. I just happen to have it laying here. Kind of pointless. But yeah, that gives you a good feel for the size. Like I said, the PM2, a little longer overall, but the blade length looks very similar, if not a little longer, on the Beglieter. Beglieter. Yeah, so very, very comfortable knife. I have large hands. It's a bigger knife. I can get 4 full fingers on it, no problem. I like the jimping on the back here. It's not too aggressive, but yet gives you a little extra support. I like the lightness of it. Anything under 3 ounces is a pretty light knife, especially when it's full titanium. I don't know if you can see down in there or not, but they did mill out the inside of those titanium scale is pretty good. I can't tell what you can see. Hopefully you can maybe you can see a little bit of it if I've got the lighting angled right. But yeah, it is milled out. I guess if I got the blade out of the way, you could see the shape on this side. I don't know. Just trust me, it is. They couldn't get it this light without milling a little of it. It's got a very nice deep carry pocket clip. Not much of the knife is going to be sticking out of your pocket at all. I can kind of simulate that by showing you on this piece of paper here where it sits. It sits all the way up to there. So that's how much of the knife would be showing out of your pocket. I don't have a pocket I can show you at the moment, but that works. So yeah, another great Kizer. Like I said, how can you not like that action? Super snappy, drop shut, just enough tension to keep the blade from slamming on your fingers, but closes very easily. Got a nice little sharpening choil. Looks like you can get a few good sharpenings out of it. I believe it's got a hollow grind. Yeah, that's a hollow grind blade for sure. It's not flat. The hollow grind kind of stops there, and then it kind of gets flat out there at the tip. You got both in one knife. So yeah, I appreciate you watching my video to the end. You could have been anywhere, but you decided to watch my video. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Please tell your friends about me. I'm trying to get that subscriber count up. When I do get to 1,000, I'm going to do a giveaway. And then after that, I'm going to do giveaways a lot more often. Been kind of trying to wait just to have enough people to give away knives to. I mean, I could give away I would give them away if I just had 10 viewers, but it'll be funner when we have some more people in the lineup. So yeah, I appreciate you stopping by and watching my video, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks.